Hey Lakers fans, how's everyone doing today? There's something special happening in Los Angeles right now, and it's not just about LeBron or Luka Doncic coming back soon. It's about Austin Reeves. This kid is playing out of his mind, putting together a stretch of games that's got the whole league talking. He's not just producing numbers, he's leading, he's dictating, and he's making everyone around him better. We're talking about a guy who's playing at an all-star level, maybe even brushing that MVP territory with how he's carrying the Lakers. The energy, the poise, the control, it's all there. And what's crazy is that he's doing it when the team needs him most, stepping up big while the main stars are sidelined. Now, let's be real. Keeping up an MVP pace is never easy, especially when LeBron and Luka get back into the mix. The dynamic of the offense is going to shift, and that's natural. Luka's going to go back to being the primary option. LeBron will take his usual command, and the ball won't be in Reeves' hands as often. But that doesn't take anything away from what he's done. Right now, Austin Reeves has shown that he belongs in the conversation with the best guards in the league. You don't win 2 out of 3 games without your biggest stars unless someone steps up in a massive way, and that's exactly what Reeves has done. His latest performance against Minnesota was something to watch. Sure, his shooting wasn't perfect, the ball didn't fall as much as he would have liked, but that didn't stop him from taking control of the game in every other way possible. 16 assists, solid defense, high basketball IQ, and complete command of the court. That's what great players do. Even on their off nights, they still find ways to dominate. And that's what Reeves did. He dictated the tempo, found his teammates, made the right reads, and when the moment came, he hit the game winner. That's superstar mentality. Think about it. This is a guy who came into the league undrafted, had to fight for every minute, every opportunity. But since the moment LeBron first went down and the Lakers needed someone to step up, Reeves has been that guy. He's been fearless, confident, and ready to take on responsibility. And now, he's evolved from being a promising young player into being a legitimate leader on the floor. He's not just scoring, he's orchestrating. He's controlling games like seasoned veterans do. That's the thing that separates the good players from the great ones. It's not about the highlights or the stat line. It's about what happens when the shots aren't falling. Can you still impact the game? Can you still lead your team? Can you still make winning plays? Austin Reeves is answering all of those questions with a loud yes. When his jumper isn't there, he turns into a playmaker. When defenses focus on him, he uses that gravity to open up looks for others. That's the growth you want to see in a young player. And it's not just random flashes. You can see the pattern. Over the last few seasons, Reeves has consistently gotten better. His confidence has grown, his reads have improved, and his feel for the game has reached another level. You could tell he's been studying. The way he manipulates defenders, the way he recognizes switches, the way he slows the pace down when needed. Those are all signs of a player who's understanding the game on a deeper level. It reminds me of what separates playmakers from guys who just make plays. Anyone in the league can throw a pass when a teammate is open. That's not hard. But real playmakers, the ones who run offenses, they see the game before it happens. They're creating opportunities that didn't exist a second ago. That's what LeBron has done his whole career. That's what Luka does nightly. And now, Austin Reeves is showing glimpses of that same ability. He's breaking down defenses, finding gaps, reading coverages, and reacting in real time. When you've got a guy who can do that, your entire offense becomes more unpredictable. And that's what's been happening for the Lakers lately. Reeves isn't just reacting, he's dictating. When a ball's in his hands, good things happen. It's no longer about whether he's going to score. It's about how he's going to make the right basketball play. Now, sure, the Lakers nearly let that 20-point lead slip away against Minnesota, and you never like to see that. But there's context. The team's been running with a short rotation, guys logging heavy minutes, barely getting rest between games. Reeves has been playing close to 40 minutes a night, night after night. You can't expect perfection in those situations. Fatigue sets in, legs get heavy, mistakes happen. What matters is how you respond. And the Lakers, led by Reeves, closed it out. That's the difference between last year and this year. That's growth, not just for Reeves, but for the whole team. And that's what makes this stretch so valuable. These games without LeBron and Luka are testing Reeves in all the right ways. He's being forced to run the offense, make decisions, and take on that leadership load early in the season. That's going to pay off big time when everyone's back healthy. Because now, when LeBron and Luka return, Reeves won't just fade into the background. He'll have that confidence, that rhythm, that understanding of how to take over when needed. It's also helping his consistency. In past seasons, Reeves started slow. He struggled to find his rhythm, shot poorly from deep, and took time to settle into his role. But this time, with the spotlight on him from the start, he's had to bring his A game right away. And that's keeping him sharp. You can see it. He's playing with confidence, trusting his instincts, not hesitating. He knows his place, and that makes a huge difference. And here's the key. The Lakers don't need him to be LeBron or Luka. They just need him to be himself, that connector, that smart playmaker who can keep the offense flowing when the stars rest. If he continues to develop that chemistry and improve his off-ball game, hitting catch-and-shoot threes, cutting at the right moments, moving without the ball, the Lakers will have something special. Because when you can trust your secondary creator to keep the offense alive, that's when championship teams separate themselves. This might be the best thing that's ever happened for Austin Reeves' development. Without LeBron and Luka, he's had no choice but to take control. And he's not just surviving, he's thriving. He's proving that he can be the guy when the lights are bright. He's showing that he can handle the pressure, make the right reads, and lead the team to wins. Those are the kinds of experiences that change careers. It's clear that his confidence is through the roof right now. You can see it in the way he talks, the way he plays, the way he carries himself on the floor. He's not second-guessing anymore. He's not wondering if he belongs. He knows he belongs. And that's why fans are loving every second of it. Because when a player grows before your eyes like that, from undrafted to franchise cornerstone, it's impossible not to root for him. The Lakers have something real with Austin Reeves. He's evolving into that kind of player who can bridge eras, complement superstars, and even carry the team when needed. The chemistry he's building with everyone on the floor, the leadership he's showing, the composure he's developed, all of it is exactly what this team needed. And the best part? He's just getting started. The more experience he gets, the more confident he becomes. Every game, every possession, every tough matchup is adding layers to his game. He's learning how to win. He's learning how to lead. He's learning how to be that guy you can count on when everything's on the line. Austin Reeves isn't just a feel-good story anymore. He's becoming a force. And as the season goes on, the league is starting to take notice. This version of Austin Reeves, the one dictating the game, controlling the pace, and delivering in big moments, might just be the key piece in the Lakers' push for something bigger this year. When you look at the way Austin Reeves has been playing lately, you can tell that something has clicked for him. It's not just about confidence or rhythm anymore. It's about understanding the game at a deeper level. He's starting to think like a veteran, anticipate like a point guard, and attack like a scorer. The transformation is clear in every possession. The ball moves differently when it's in his hands. The pace slows down just enough for him to make the right read, and then it speeds up when he decides to strike. That's the mark of a true floor general. He's not rushing. He's not forcing. He's reading. He's reacting. He's controlling the moment. And the most impressive part is how natural it looks now. Earlier in his career, when he first started getting playmaking responsibilities, you could tell he was overthinking. Sometimes he'd hesitate, unsure whether to shoot, pass, or drive. Now, there's no hesitation. He knows exactly what he wants to do before the defense even adjusts. That level of composure only comes with time, repetition, and trust. Trust from his teammates, his coaches, and most importantly, himself. We all know that the Lakers organization puts a lot of pressure on its players. It's one of those franchises where expectations are sky high every single season. And yet, Reeves has embraced that. He doesn't shy away from big moments. You can see him talking to teammates on the court, guiding younger players, calling plays, and taking ownership when things go wrong. That's what leaders do. They don't hide from the responsibility. They run toward it. Another thing that stands out about Reeves this season is how much better he's become at managing the game's tempo. Basketball isn't just about scoring points. It's about controlling momentum. There are times when the Lakers start losing grip of the lead, And you can see Reeves settle things down, slowing the pace, calling for a reset, and getting everyone organized. That's a skill most players don't develop until much later in their careers. For him to be doing it now shows just how advanced his basketball mind has become. His ability to adapt is another reason he's been so effective. When his shots aren't dropping, he doesn't disappear. He shifts his focus. He looks for rebounds, sets screens, deflects passes, and does the dirty work that keeps the team alive. He's proving that he doesn't need to score 30 points to have an impact. He can dominate a game with 16 assists, great defense, and high-efficiency decision-making. That's a level of maturity that separates him from most players his age. The chemistry he's built with his teammates has also been crucial. You can see it in the way they trust him to handle the ball late in games. That's not something that happens overnight. It's earned. Every time he makes the right pass, hits the open man, or steps up in crunch time, that trust grows stronger. And when LeBron and Luka return, that trust is going to make the team even more dangerous. Because now, they know that when those guys rest, the offense won't fall apart. Reeves has proven he can carry the load. One thing that people sometimes overlook about Reeves is how hard he plays. He doesn't take possessions off. He dives for loose balls, fights through screens, and takes charges. That kind of effort sets the tone for everyone else. It inspires the team to match his energy. You can tell he genuinely loves the game. He's not out there chasing stats or highlights. He's chasing wins. And when you combine that passion with skill and intelligence, you get a player who can change a franchise's trajectory. There's also a noticeable improvement in his conditioning and stamina. He's logging heavy minutes night after night, and while fatigue hits everyone, he's learning how to manage it better. You can see him pacing himself during certain stretches, conserving energy when he needs to, and then exploding at the right moments. That's the kind of endurance and control that keeps a player valuable deep into the season, especially during playoff runs when every possession matters. And speaking of playoffs, what Reeves is doing now could be huge when that time comes. The experience he's gaining as the primary option is priceless. When the games get tighter, when the stakes get higher, that confidence to take over won't just disappear. The Lakers will need multiple creators who can make plays when defenses lock in on LeBron and Luka. Reeves is shaping up to be that guy. He's learning how to handle pressure, how to close games, and how to keep his composure when everything's on the line. Another fascinating part of his evolution is how he's blending with different lineups. No matter who he's on the floor with, whether it's younger players or veterans, he adapts. He changes his role seamlessly. Sometimes he's the scorer, sometimes the facilitator, sometimes the defensive glue. That kind of versatility is rare, especially for someone who came into the league with a reputation mainly as a scorer. He's showing that he can be whatever the team needs him to be on any given night. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, the NBA world is buzzing with whispers that could shake up the Western Conference landscape. JERAMI Grant might be on his way to the Los Angeles Lakers. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but insiders around the league are murmuring that talks between the Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers have intensified in recent days, and the deal could bring the 6 feet 8 inches forward to Hollywood before training camp wraps up. Grant, who quietly averaged 21 points per game last season in Portland while providing his trademark elite defense, has long been viewed as a perfect LeBron teammate, a versatile two-way player who doesn't need the ball to make an impact, but can still go off for 25 when the offense calls his name. The Lakers, coming off another up-and-down year that ended earlier than expected, have been hunting for exactly that kind of player. Someone who can guard multiple positions, stretch the floor, and take some scoring load off both LeBron James and Anthony Davis. According to those close to the situation, Grant's arrival could mean the end of the line for one or two Lakers role players, possibly Rui Hachimura or Jared Vanderbilt, as salary matching becomes the central obstacle. But sources suggest the Lakers' front office sees Grant as the missing piece, someone who could instantly elevate their defensive identity while still keeping their offense flowing. They need another long, switchable wing who can score. JERAMI checks every box, one executive reportedly said. The Blazers, meanwhile, are believed to be open to moving veterans for future assets as they continue to retool around Scoot Henderson and Shaedon Sharpe. Grant's 5-year deal might make him expendable for a franchise focusing on youth, and the Lakers' draft picks, though limited, could still hold value down the line. No one's confirming anything publicly yet, but in NBA circles, the noise is getting louder. If the deal happens, it would be a massive statement from Los Angeles, a signal that they're not waiting around for LeBron's final chapter to write itself. Grant's mix of defense, shooting, and athleticism could be exactly what the Lakers need to make one last, all-in title run. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.